I just have to, again, commend you in the cast of The Penguin. What a show.
It's a good show.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
When you first received the script for that, what'd you think when you first got that?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that they were going where they were going, that it was as dark and as mean as it was, but it was also very realistic, I thought. It's like super hyper realistic and kind of a neat little origin story for the Penguin, which I always associated with Burgess Meredith, with the top hat and the waddling around.
Yeah, with the long extended cigarette holder, right?
But then they put Colin Farrell, one of the best looking men in the world, in a ton of makeup and a fat suit, and turned him into one of the ugliest characters you ever want to see on TV.
And you're not wrong about the darkness of it. It just kept finding a new bottom, quite frankly, watching the show as well. And was Colin Farrell always in character because he was in that makeup all the time?
Well, for all intents and purposes, he was. I mean, I never met him. I never met Colin Farrell. I always met this guy Oz Cobb. But after a take, you would hear Colin's accent and voice come out of this character, this body. So he wasn't always in character.
Okay.
But he was always in the character. I mean, he couldn't get out of that.
So you never saw him as himself.
Never saw him as himself until I was at the New York premiere, and then and went up to him to congratulate. I sort of had to hold him a little bit and feel him because he was so much smaller and not fat and like really handsome.
Right.
I mean, that's not why it happened, but it was like, but he was just such a, I couldn't believe that was the guy. I couldn't believe that Colin was the guy that was in that suit.
Well, neither can I, just watching it, because you just forget it is him inside that suit.
Right.
Because of how amazing he is, and then the cast around him. You guys were just so great.
Yeah, well, that's a good script. Like Good Cop, Bad Cop. If it's a good script, it's easy to do. I mean, the script does all the work for you.
Right. I've got I'm spoiler alert. I wish your character had a better end in the Penguin as well.
He did. He did have a good end.
Okay.
He didn't let the Penguin get him.
That is true. That is, that is true when you think about it in the long run.
He didn't let Oz get him. He got himself.
That is true as well. You guys have to see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. On the list.
They
Apologies.
have not. No, but I whipped through it in a span of just a couple of flights, and then, like I told you, I watched the last 2 episodes on a big screen.
Yeah, dude,
because you have to.
It's so dark. And the lady that wrote it, the team that wrote it, but the lady that led it is this little tiny, beautiful young lady who looks like she's 15. And she just writes the sickest garbage. It's the worst characters on earth. They're horrible. They're horrible. They do terrible things to each other.
Do you like playing that, or what you're kind of playing right now in Good Cop, Bad Cop? I mean, which type of character do you like playing in your vast career?
I like the checks. I like the checks. If they want me to do that, I'll definitely do Salvatore Moroni and DC thing, and let Colin Farrell toss me around. If I need to look like an out of it sextagenarian, which is what I am,
right,
in front of 2 really talented young actors, then I will do that as well.
But you don't have a preference, or anything?
No, I mean, I kind of wanted to do Good Cop, Bad Cop. It was so different. I kind of like to turn the page on stuff.
Well, certainly if you're doing one role like the Penguin, you can now do something that's different. You kind of mix it up in that respect.
Yeah, I don't want to do that guy forever.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.